headed out today. There's not supposed to be any rain in the forecast for today. And so we figured we would drive into the national park and just pull off and stop wherever we felt like it. Jeremy was gonna start waxing the truck this morning, but realized it was too dirty. So unfortunately for me, he found this car wash on the way. We had to stop at Ace Hardware to get a bear whistle because our bear horns don't come until tomorrow. So this is what I think about us stopping and washing the truck before we even go anywhere.
That was lame. What do you call him, foul?
I'm calling
penalty.
Foul. Penalty.
But here's the thing. She'll gripe if it's dirty.
I just like to give him crap. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know what the big deal is with just getting out and hand washing it.
That's pretty much what we're doing.
I mean,
That's pretty much what we're doing, except she just doesn't like the fact that she has to help.
I don't mind helping. I just don't want to do it today.
Oh, too bad.
You know, yeah. But anyway, so we're waiting on some people because the one bay that we tried to pull into doesn't take credit cards. This place even has an RV wash, so we just washed the rig, so we don't need to come back in. But well, he did. We stopped it at Blue Beacon, and then he waxed it over, I don't know, 3 or 4 days once we got here. So she's all nice and pretty, so now we need to get the truck to match.
Now, don't lie. You feel better now that the truck's clean, right?
Sure.
But I noticed this morning. All of this. Look at all these chips.
Yeah, look at that one, nice and deep.
That's what happens when you got these dualies with these big hips sticking out. All these chips.
Yeah.
Not happy.
Yeah.
It's her fault.
Everything's my fault.
But you know what? If we don't ever wash it, then we never know.
That's right.
Just waiting on you. Okay, now you can fall. Just don't break anything.
Okay.
Good job, Graceful. What you got?
That's a cool rock.
Okay, this was just stop one along this road. You said it's Little River Gorge Road, is that what you said? So we're just headed down Little River Gorge Road, and we're just gonna keep hitting these little pullouts.
Yep.
See what there is to see. All right, stop number 2. Looks a lot like stop number 1. Just a little bit of a different location. And I don't know, maybe some more rapids. All right, so we're just kicking back here on this little rock island here in the middle of this river. And we thought we'd bring you guys an update on that NRVTA video that we made a couple of months ago. So we had about an hour-long conversation on the phone with he's the COO?
COO, and with their marketing director.
Anyway, so they watched the video that we put out, and I don't think they were upset about anything on there because we didn't really say anything, I guess, that they didn't already know.
Yeah.
Now, their COO is fairly new down there. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to, I think when we were there, still feeling his way around.
Yeah, he's trying to make some changes. Some of the stuff that we addressed in the video, they're currently making changes or have made changes already. So current students that are down there now should see some of those changes.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that I got out of that conversation is they've actually had people fail that school since we left. I don't know what they do about that, like if you have to come back through or reduce costs, maybe just take the test again. I don't know, but they have actually started failing people because they realize that obviously you can't run an effective school like that if everybody passes.
Yeah, the certification means nothing if there isn't a standard on which to base it.
Another big change that they're making is there's an online portal when you graduate that you get access to, and it basically has all of the curriculum plus more stuff. There's just a bunch of stuff in this portal.
Yeah.
And once you graduate from the school, you get access to it.
Yes.
But only for a year. Well, they're changing that now, and it's going to be a lifetime access to all of that material. And then obviously, as it gets updated, they'll update it in that portal. I don't think it's a portal anymore as much as, I don't know what it is. It's just a website you go to, I guess. But you get access to it.
Yeah, so
forever.
every time they update the curriculum, they update the slides, they update the videos,
Right.
You'll have access to all that new information, which is great because, you know, like Jeremy really didn't do too much with 12-volt refrigerators. It was all absorption. Well, now, if you're looking at newer RVs, they're coming with 12-volt refrigerators, so they're going to start bringing more of that in.
12-volt compressor refrigerators,
Yes.
not the absorption type. But yeah, so when that stuff comes out, we'll have access to it, which is, I mean, that's great.
Yes.
Assuming that it's actually good material, which I don't have any reason to believe it won't be. The materials that we saw when we were down there were actually fairly good. It was just they were not consistent about anything, which is another point, is they're trying to have some consistency between all of those courses and all of the presentations and everything, so they're working on that as well. They are also going to start auditing classes with AI, which I think is actually a great tool to use there. I think basically what they're going to do is they're going to be recording some of these classes and then feeding it through AI. And I think that's one thing that's going to help them with their consistency across the courses, is that AI will be able to give those types of recommendations. So to me, that really sounds like they're invested in that, because that's probably not a cheap program to have to pay for, this AI to put your curriculum through. So there's that. And then, so we're not going to go into everything, but they are making some pretty big changes down there. I think there's going to even be some changes with ownership, which
it looks like,
which I think is going to be a huge plus for that place. And that's good, because with new ownership will come change, and hopefully it's positive change. And then the last thing to address is...
Well, before we get to that, the inspector course, they are big changes there. They are going to be focusing more on actual inspections. So that's a good change. Yeah,
that's the goal. I still have some heartache with that class, but you're right. That is a good thing. They've got 2 new instructors there that are teaching the inspector course. They're still working through it sounds like they're still working through some difficulties there.
They're in their growing pains.
They're in their growing pains. You know, we'll see how that goes. But they do at least recognize that they're getting a lot of comments, or they were getting a lot of comments about, hey, you're not actually teaching us how to inspect anything. Let's focus more on that, which I think they are. Anyway, they are making changes there. And then the last thing we wanted to talk about was that entrance to that place. If you watched our video previously, we're not going to re-show any of that footage. If you want to see footage of this accident that happened right outside of the NRVTA schoolhouse.
Right at the entrance.
Right at the entrance. You can go check out that video down below. We'll put the link down there. So we're not going to show that video again, but it's a dangerous entrance into that park. So it's a more than a 90-degree turn into the park. It's uphill, and it's right off of a 70-mile-an-hour road, and there's no turn lane. So that's kind of the short on the background there.
Yeah.
So they worked with the state, or tried to work with the state, to get a turning lane put in there, but the state is telling them no.
Nope.
You can't. We're not going to do it, and we're not going to allow you to do it either. So I think they've still got maybe some negotiations going on, or some other things that they might be able to do, but we just wanted to put an update out there that it's not the schoolhouse's fault.
Yeah.
That turn into that place is so dangerous. The state is not willing to do anything about it. So
so their solution at this point is to kind of restructure that entrance to make it so that it's friendlier to get in, but they can only work with their actual property. So the road is controlled by the state, the culvert is run by the state. So
So is the speed limit, and the speed limit there, that's the big problem. The speed limit there is 70 miles an hour, and you're trying to make a right-hand turn with no turning lane. In no world is that a good way to do that. So anyway, that's a quick update on the NRVTA. We wanted to put that out there because they listened to what we had to say, not only in our video, but then they took the time to reach out to us.
Yep.
And talk about that feedback, and so we set up a call and talked to them. It was I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, only time will tell whether that gets any better. And I don't know if any of you that are out there watching this are going to go through that course more than once. Not me. So I'll probably never really know the truth of what's going on down there. But wanted to bring that update because it does sound like they're making some good changes. And I also just wanted to say again, reiterate that our goal was to never, in that other video, our goal was to never discourage anybody from going to that school. It was just, again, providing our experience on it and providing kind of some expectations. So, all right, I'm getting hot sitting here on this rock.
I'm starting to sparkle.
Yeah, so we're gonna go find spot number 3. Hopefully we can find something where we can actually sit in the shade.
Yeah.
So maybe you should explain to our viewers why in the middle of August, if they saw no Jeeps where they live, why that could possibly be.
Because they had the Jeep invasion in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. So I think every Jeep from the entire country was here.
Thousands of Jeeps.
Thousands of Jeeps. There were ducks everywhere. Traffic was atrocious. Not as bad as this weekend with Labor Day, but traffic was atrocious. It was just like convoys of Jeeps.
Yeah, I went out one morning to work on a refrigerator.
Yeah.
What's the name of that town? Townsend. On my way back on Wares Valley Road that goes right by our place. When I turned onto that road, it was nothing but Jeeps, a line of Jeeps. Well,
this was Saturday morning.
No, this was a weekday, but it was right in the middle of their Jeep invasion, and they were having a little get together at some place down there in Townsend.
Yeah.
But this is what I saw: 2 miles worth of bumper to bumper Jeeps, and I don't mean like 2 miles of them just driving along. It was like they were all waiting to get through a stop, like a 4-way stop. It was insane.
It was crazy. Now
they're gone, and now all of the Labor Day people here.
Yep.
And that was stupid yesterday. I'm tired of people.
Yes. The problem with coming out in public is...
There's people.
The public is out there.
Yeah.
We like all of you.
Yeah, not that we wouldn't want to see some of you guys out there. And here's the real problem is when there's masses of people.
Yes.
It's like the average IQ goes down. The average awareness of what's going on around you, all of that goes down the more people you add.
Yeah, and they all act like they've never driven a car before.
Yeah.
And like they have no idea what a 4-way stop is.
Or the gas pedal. They don't know what the gas pedal is either.
Yeah, it's on the right.
It's on the right.
Yep, it's on the
right. You
right.
got to push it to go.
Yep.
So we found a nice little trail off of this little picnic area off of that road we were on. And besides the fact that it's hilly, I don't like that. But anyway, it seems like prime bear territory. I don't know. Like a bear could pop out of the woods any minute.
Any minute, yep. Just walk across our paths.
Yep. But good thing is this is a dirt trail. And I don't see any bear tracks. Or like you said, no bear scat.
Yeah.
Not that I would know bear scat from anything else, but
I haven't seen any scat. So.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. And unless it's a mama with her babies, the bears probably aren't going to pay much attention to us besides trying to run away from us.
Yeah, probably not.
So.
But you never know.
You never know.
But that's why you got your whistle.
That's right.
And then you said we had to keep an eye out for some kind of snakes?
Copperheads.
Huh?
Copperheads.
Copperheads, okay.
Yeah.
That would actually probably scare me worse than a bear.
I was just going to say that I think I would rather encounter a bear than a copperhead.
A few moments later.
as scared of the snake as a bear.
No, because he was very docile. He was very slow.
Yeah,
he was just doing his own thing.
Yeah, the dude in front of us literally almost stepped on him. I mean, when I looked down, the guy was probably 2 feet away.
Yeah, and he had kind of walked right over him.
And he had kind of walked right over him. So, yeah, he was pretty just slow moving. Like, what's up, dudes? How you doing?
So we'll look it up later, but I mean, it looks like the Copperhead pictures that I've seen, but a lot of snakes look like a lot of snakes.
I'll tell you what snakes look like to me. They all look poisonous. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And even, you know what? I think even if snakes weren't poisonous, I'd still hate them. They're disgusting.
Yeah, I told our daughter recently, I'm like, I don't care if it's a garter snake. I mean, I'll flick a garter snake off, but I still don't want to like, oh, look, it's so cute. Let me, you know, put it across my shoulder.
Snakes are anything but cute.
Stone tablet.
Stone tablet? You think they?
No, I can't think of the word for it.
What are we, the Flintstones?
No, almost like a chalkboard, but not.
Slate?
There you go, slate. I'll get my slate and my chalk, and I'm going to practice my arithmetic.
I don't know what some of the stuff means up here. Wrong. I don't know what kind of school this was. Let's see. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of school this was.
Some animals are more equal than others.
And there's all of that. I'm not even going to take the time. All right, I think that wraps it up for our nature day.
Yep, I think that was a pretty good use of the $5 parking pass.
Yeah, and I will take this any day over the nonsense of just...
The amusement parks.
Yeah, well, the amusement park we went to was nice, but it was also on a day that it was not real busy.
Yes.
But I will take this any day over what's going on in Pigeon Forge right now on Labor Day weekend with it's just so dumb out there, so.
Yeah.
All right.
This is our jam.
Yeah, this is our jam right here.